Hi, I'm I'm communicating here from the Peace Sculpture in downtown Oakland. It's a place I've often taken interplayers. Powerful, powerful sculpture, just being surrounded by amazing peacemakers, not just from Oakland, but from all over the world, celebrating more than humaneness, something more than inspiration, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So I've been studying and researching the path of body and soul for my whole life, and created interplay out of the awareness of the physicality of grace. What happens when we sing and dance and tell our stories, and the kind of illumination of health and joy and peace and ease that can happen for really anybody, and probably all animals and all the rest of creation as well. But I want to take another step with you, and I want you to think about the physicality of soul. I want to have you consider that we have been sold a bill of goods, really. That soul is secretive, inaccessible, difficult to access. I think it is quite the opposite. Recently, at the Indigenous Peoples Day event at Coyote Hills Regional Park, activist Karina Gold, an Indigenous woman and activist in the Bay Area, said these words. She said, "They take two things. First, they take the sacred, and then they take the women." When she said that, it was like a bell went off. For the last 8 years, I've been focusing on what I call ensoulment, and listening to the deeper aspects of our being, and realized slowly that I'm actually feeling quite in touch with my soul, that there's an enduring energy inside of me that is connected to all things, that this is a source of strength, and it's a source of something much bigger than me, but it is a very physical realization. I want to propose to you that you can physically sense your soul, and then you can be guided by this, and that the idea that we can't, or that it is distant or broken or lost or out of range in some way, or that we need to be institutionalized in order to have it or know it, that these are myths and perhaps even strategies, if Karina Gold is right, that the dominant forces would like us to stay disconnected from the physicality of our soul. What if this is truly accessible, but distant because we're not being told that we can tap it? What if the resilience in us is because of soul? What if this life force power that may indeed be transcendent beyond the body, this soul nature of ours, which grows even stronger in a community of people, or a communion with the earth, or communion with the universe? What if this is so accessible that we need only to say yes to it, and to begin to welcome it? Over the last years, I've developed some strategies for not only making soul more noticeable and acceptable, but a language and a strategy for orienting to soul. And these are not difficult things, but again, because we are divorced from our body wisdom, we're often divorced from the physicality of soul, because you have to be in your body in order to sense it. And then hopefully you would be in an embodied community. If you are so lucky, then I am rejoicing with you. I want to just say something about my experience of the nature of soul as I've come to understand it and feel it and be in the great mind of it. It's unconditional, it's neutral, and it has absolute regard for every living thing. It is always inspiring freedom of will, freedom of choice. It is not imposing. It is a liberating force so beyond our imagination that one would only want to follow this guidance if you knew it in your body. So I want to just give you a shout out about what I'm looking at, what I'm playing with, what I'm offering. And in the new year, I'll be offering strategies, course on ensoulment, just assisting and befriending people who are really ready to tap this, know this, and have the strength for what we need for the days ahead. All right. Thanks to my beloveds, to my ancestors, to this place, to the first peoples before me, to all of wisdom, the great stream that we are in right now.